Hi, welcome to the Rittner Floral School in Boston, Mass. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner, and it's a pleasure to welcome you into one of our classrooms today because we've got a really neat demonstration planned for you. It's fall right now here in New England, and I love the fall. And the reason I love it is we've got so many really neat things in terms of colors and symbols and so forth to play with in terms of our floral designing. So what we thought it would be kind of fun to do today is to bring you into one of our classrooms and show you just how easy it is to come up with a lovely little fall design, one that you could use as a table centerpiece, on a sideboard, something to enhance your home that's really, really showy and yet easy to do. Notice the container. Let's come in close in terms of our camera with our container and examine it a little bit in more detail. It definitely has the fall kind of colors with a little bit of orange in it, a little bit of brown. We have our foam already in place in this container, and we also happen to have a little bit of some of our moss placed around the edges of the foam to help cover our mechanics. To give this kind of a more contemporary flair, we're going to use this. This is some of the wire collars that are produced by the people at Smithers Oasis. It's very, very neat. Comes in different sizes, also has a little bit of pearls, faux pearls worked into it. It gives a kind of a contemporary and interesting flair to it. And I'm just going to put this little collar around the edge to kind of enhance and jazz it up along with the use of our moss materials. Now, you never can go wrong with roses. And so we're going to play with some roses in this design. And I'm just cutting one right now and placing it in here. Why don't we start with our red rose? And I'm going to place a few of our red roses in here. I'm going to place one right over here, a second one in towards the center, and I'm going to place a third one in a little bit over to one side. So we've got three of our red roses in place, and we've got them in very, very close in almost like a little diagonal. Now that's just to get us started. Let's play with a few other things. I have some really, really neat little palms here. Let me see if I can put one in front of the camera just so you can get an idea of what it looks like. It's a palm variety. And let's take a few of our palms and work some of those in here as well. Notice I'm keeping my flowers in fairly close to my foam. By doing that, it's going to make life very, very easy as far as covering our mechanics are concerned. So I'm taking a few of these and I'm clustering them together. I've got two here. Let's place another one over here. And then let's place still another one over in here so that they're all kind of clustered all around like so. Now let's see, what else can we play with on our design? Well, we can play with some of this. This is really neat. This is our hypericum berries, Hypericum is a great little tool to use in our arsenal of design tricks, and so I'm going to take a few hypericum. They come in not only the red, but they also come in a green. Here, my viewer, let me cut a couple of here, and then you can see a little bit of comparison. Here's the green, here's a little bit of red. So let's take some of this and work this into our design as well. So I'll place one right over here, and another one slightly over to the side right here. And you can see the way this thing is gradually developing. But let's bulk it up and make it even bigger. I've got some glorious roses in other colors as well. This is a variety that has a little bit of yellow and orange and red worked into it. So we're going to take this particular variety and work a few of those into our design. And I'm going to work this one over on this side. Notice how I'm coming out a little bit farther. And I'm going to cut several more fairly short and work them in here so they're in really nice and tight. And I'll get another one of these over on this side here. So notice how this is gradually developing. And then if we're going to be playing with fall motif colors, then we should also play with some yellow roses too. So let's get some yellow roses in. I'm going to place one over here. And again, I'm putting in fairly tight. And let's put another one over around on this side as well. And I'm going to get still another one over here. So you notice that what started looking fairly small is gradually widening out a little bit more for us. Now let's take a few more of our hypericum berries and work a few more hypericum berries in here and there, again to give us contrast in terms of our shape and contrast in terms of texture of materials. So I'm going to take a few more there. I'm going to place another one over here. So notice that while we're adding our flowers, we're also making sure that our mechanics are nicely covered. And I'm also going to place a few over onto the other side as well. And then if I have an extra space or two, and I think I see a spot here on the other side, I can place another one of my roses. Notice how we've got this very, very nicely covered, and we have an interesting little composition. I'm going to add one more little piece of hypericum coming right down here, kind of leaning off here towards the front, and that gives us a very, very nice effect. So you notice that with 3 of our red roses, a little cluster of our palms, a handful of hypericum berries, a few of our orange, yellowish, reddish roses, and about a half a dozen or a few more of our yellow roses, look at the effect that we have achieved. Well, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? And that's the whole idea. At Rittner's Floral School, we want to teach you the easy way to come up with beautiful floral creations. And this is a beautiful one that you could use in your home. Quick, easy, very showy, sure to impress your family and friends when they come over. I do hope, my viewer, that you enjoyed this brief demonstration here at Rittner's Floral School. Please come and visit us at www.floralschool.com. And keep in mind, we've got all kinds of classes here. We've got short courses, we've got long courses, we have day programs, we have evening programs. These are hands-on workshop courses where we play with all kinds of beautiful flowers, and you can learn the art of floral design. Once again, my viewer, thank you for coming in and visiting with us today.